Good evening, everyone. This is Debbie Henderson from Debbie's Designs. Welcome to my weekly Tea Time and a Card. I can see you guys jumping on. I'm going an hour later. I'm just going to try this again. I think a lot of you guys, because it's at 7 p.m. Eastern time on Facebook, a lot of you guys were in the middle of supper. So I'm going at 8 p.m. now. So just let me know if that works out better for you. It doesn't matter to me what time I go on. So just a few things before I get started. You got some pretty paper here I'm using tonight. So tomorrow, January 5th, these two catalogs go live. We've got the mini catalog and the Celebration catalog. I can't show you any of the pages inside until tomorrow. So next week when I go live, I can actually open up the catalogs. Now, for those of you that are new to Stamping Up, Celebration happens once a year. It's going to be for 2 months. So this ends on February 28th. This little catalog is full of products you can earn for free. 2 levels. Level 1 is a $50 order. You get to pick an item. Level 2 are the $100 orders. And the level 2 with the $100 order, if you don't like those, you can get 2 from the level 1. So you can mix and match. Now, just a few announcements. One announcement actually pertaining to the catalog. I warned you guys last week, you're going to see this every week for the next 8 weeks. This is the best value right now. If you join the Stamping Up family during Celebration, you earn a free mini Stampin' Cut and embossing machine. It comes in this boho blue color, which is a new color that will debut in our annual catalog. If you don't like the blue, you can pick the white one. But just a quick rundown. You choose $175 from both catalogs. You're going to pay $129 plus your sales tax. Free shipping, free machine, free paper pumpkin kit. No parties, workshops. A lot of people tell me I don't want to join the Stamping Up family because I don't want to do what you do. You don't have to. You don't have to do classes, workshops, or parties. Just consider it a discount club because once you join, any orders that you place after you join, you get 20% off. So it's like joining a discount club. So the end result is a total value of $280 worth for $129 plus your sales tax. So please contact me. This starts tomorrow. I would love to have you on my team. Okay, next thing is paper pumpkin. I showed you guys this last week, but I have something new to show you. So the January kit is all about Valentine's, of course. It's going to be, I can't remember if it was 8 cards or 9 cards. Key to my heart. Today I got a Stamping Up order. We have a little add-on and they are so cute, so much cuter than I thought they were going to be. They're called the heart boxes. There's 10 in a package. And I had to open this up to show you. I made one just to show you how easy it was. But here are the little die cut. These are actually stickers, the little keys and the little labels. And then what is really neat, so this is the picture of the add-on. This is the little hard box. I thought this was going to be really big because it looks big in the picture. And if you want to order 162417, now most of the add-ons will sell out. So order this tomorrow when you place your order for Celebration. So these are the little boxes. What is really neat that I thought, let me just grab one of each. So on the bottom, I'm going to grab one, and on the top, I'm going to bring this close up so you can see, hopefully. Look on the tab right here. It's upside down. It says top and bottom. It even tells you what part of the box that is. Look how cute. Of course, I don't have the top decorated because I don't have the stamp set from this yet to put on my banner. But you would put a banner on the top along with a little key. It's going to coordinate with the cards. And then look, that's all this is. It's just a little box on the inside. It goes on top. I'm even going to make one to show you how easy. you just fold these in. Okay, let me make sure I got a top and a bottom. So you got 4 tabs. This one folds twice. Let me grab my paper piercer. All you need to do, the heart is already glued to this, you guys. It's already glued. The only thing you do is remove the backing off of these 2 tabs. You fold this up, put the tabs in, and then you just fold this over. Make sure your sides are equal to the edges. There's one side. There's the other side. Then you're going to do the same thing. That was the bottom piece. This one is your top piece. With the banner and the little key on top, this is like a 5-minute job per box. So for those of you that do treats for your kids at school or people you work with, so easy. And then just join them together. Look how quick and look how cute. So I'm going to work on these. I just got them today, so there's 2, but look how quick that was to put together. I just really needed to show that to you. They're just so adorable. Okay, I got 2 more announcements. My free card kit for the month of January. Anyone that places an order, you'll get all of the pieces. I wanted, because Christmas was just over with and New Year's, I wanted to create a winter card. And I love the snowflakes from the chick dies. So this is going to be all the pieces you'll get to make your own card. And lastly, you guys know how for over 3 years I did Merry Christmas Card Club, which I had to stop. I am going to start up with a new program. It's going to be tutorials only. So I'm going to start in February. Easter Bunny Bundle is the one I'm going to feature. And if you're on my email list, you'll get an email on how to register for my featured February Easter Bunny Bundle. And it's going to be just a tutorial. I'll email to you, and it's going to have 4 projects on it. And if you're on my team, you get this for free. So be on the lookout for an email in a couple of weeks on that. Okay, tonight I am using the Favored Flowers. This is Bration. I purposely put it on the pattern side because look at, it's got a lot of geometrical patterns, but wait till you see the other side. I showed this a couple of weeks ago. I'm going to flip this over and look how pretty this paper is. The colors are just fabulous. So that's what I'm using tonight. I'm going to make 2 cards. You're actually going to have to watch me do a little bit of fussy cutting. So I've got my sheet here that I've already cut, and that's what I'm mostly going to feature on my cards. So let me bring in the supplies for card number 1. I went ahead and cut a circle from the Stylish Shapes. You'll see that it's got a stitching around the outside. That's the biggest circle. I've got a 1/2 inch Calypso coral strip. I went ahead and created a bow with the black twine from the Baker's Twine Essentials pack. And for my card base, I have thick vanilla, very vanilla, 11 by 4 1/4, scored at 5 1/2. And because I'm featuring the designer paper tonight, I am only stamping a sentiment on each card. This is another set you can earn for free during Celebration. And I am using Here For You Always. I am almost out of Thinking of You and Sympathy cards, so that's what I'm mostly focusing on tonight. But this has really neat sentiments, and you can earn this with a $50 order as well. Now let me bring the card in so I can explain the designer paper. So this is my card. I actually cased this from the catalog. Now, cased can mean a couple things. I have a little cheat sheet here that I did. You can copy and share everything exactly like you see in the catalog. Copy and stamp everything, copy and steal everything, or copy and selectively edit. And I can't show you the card, but I got it from the catalog. I started out with 2 pieces of designer paper, 5¼ by 4, and I measured on each side, let's see, 1½ inches from the right hand top and 1½ inches from the left hand bottom, and I cut across. So you can see that this piece went with this one and this piece went with this one. So I make 2 cards out of this. So I'm going to go ahead and glue that in place. Now when I glue these in place, I always start at the very top, because if you need to make any adjustments, if it's too short, let's say, you can always cut off the bottom. So there's the top piece. So again, I started out with 2 pieces of designer paper, and I'm going to end up with 2 cards. Okay, so there's my card front. Next, we're going to glue the very vanilla circle with dimensionals. This is a quick card. The second one is a little bit longer, but this one is really quick. The only thing is you'll have to watch me fussy cut. Okay, there's my circle. I'm going to go ahead and do my sentiment. And I'm going to stamp that right in the middle. Oh, I got a little bit too much ink on that. Hold on a minute. Let me get, where's my scrap? Too much ink. Let me go. I re-inked my ink pad right before I started, and oh, hold on. I know I got more strips in here, hopefully. Looks like I'll have to cut one. I pressed too hard on the first one and not hard enough on the second one. Now I got a super long one, so I can mess up a couple times. Okay, there we go. Now I'm going to trim that close to the edge on both sides. So that's all ready to glue. And then I'm going to bring in the designer paper, and I'm going to choose this flower right here. So even though we don't have a die to cut this out, the colors are pretty striking against the black, so you can really cut this pretty quickly. So you guys are going to have to watch me do this twice, because I got to cut on the second card as well. And remember, I told you when I do some fussy cutting, you won't see my right hand moving at all. I steer with my left hand. So if you're a good driver, you'll be good at steering and fussy cutting at the same time. I'm going to be quiet just for a minute so I can make sure I do this right. Sometimes when you talk at the same time, it doesn't work out as well. So I hope everyone had a good New Year's. I had my granddaughter visiting, so we made puzzles all weekend. We did some crafty things. And I had decided I didn't want to go anywhere because so many people are sick in our area. I don't know about you guys. I didn't want to be around any germs. The worst part about cutting this is these little tiny buds off to the side. But you can see how I'm leaving about a 1/16 of an inch of black on the outside as I cut. And I hope you guys are excited about Bration. They have some really nice products. They always do anyway. And you know, we have 4 packs of designer paper this time. I'm going to feature another pack next week. So very little stamping for this week and next week, because I'm focusing on letting the designer paper do all the work. Okay, I'm almost done here. I probably should have cut the one for my second card. Okay, there's that one. And I did glue this flat. I'm just going to add some liquid glue in the center. And I have, what I did is the Calypso Coral flower is facing in the opposite direction. Now that I have this up here, I'm going to change it and do it this way on this one. I just think with the same color, it wouldn't stand out as much. And then we're going to glue the sentiment. I love copying cards out of the catalog when I first start showing product. This is going to go right here. And then I'm going to take a glue dot and scrunch it all up between my fingers. Lay it down. Whoops, it's stuck to my fingernail. And then I'm going to press this in place. And look how quick that was because the designer paper did all the work. So there's my first card. Let me go ahead and set up for card number 2. I got some pretty layers on that one. And we're going to need the same ink pad. The only thing I'm adding this time is the Fresh Freesia Open Weave ribbon. And using the same colors, this time very vanilla, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. Designer paper, 5 1/4 by 4. A second piece of vanilla. Whoops. Measuring 4 3/4 by 3.5. I've got a 1/2 inch strip that is 4 inches long. And then this banner I cut with the vanilla and the large banner from the same set of dies, the Stylish Shapes dies. Now the stamp set I'm using for the sentiment is another stamp set that you can earn for free. This one is with a $100 order. It's a 2-step stamping. All I'm using is the sentiment that says for a feeling better kind of day. So I'm going to go ahead. You know what? I'm not using this ink. I need Blackberry Bliss for this one. I'm going to stamp the sentiment on the banner. And here's card number 2. This one has a lot of layers. You can see that I cut this flower image right here. And how I did that, I need to bring in my paper trimmer. Now it appears when you're looking at this card that there's 2 layers of designer paper, but there really isn't. What we're going to do is take this one. I'm going to bring my trimmer in. I'm going to lay it sideways. And I'm going to go 1/2 inch on all 4 sides. So I'm going to start right at the 1/2 inch mark. Go to 4 1/2. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. So what I'm essentially doing is cutting a big hole in the middle, but it's going to be covered with the vanilla layer. You won't even know, and you saved yourself a piece of designer paper. So it's like a 2-for-1 deal. So I went 1/2 inch on all 4 sides. And I might have to just trim just a little bit right here. And they should all pop out. Okay, so there's my frame. And what's going to happen is when you put down the vanilla, it covers that hole. So let's start out with the frame piece. I'm going to add glue. And you know, when you guys know you're going to use a punch, like I could have done the same thing on the vanilla. I could have stamped in the middle, cut out my banner, and then covered it with my designer paper. Now let's see, we're going to go this way. Then we're going to glue the vanilla. So it's a good way to stretch your designer paper. And I also could have made this piece only 1/4 of an inch, but I didn't want to cover that designer paper too much. Okay, here's that piece that we just cut out from the center. And then I'm going to bring in my designer paper. We're going to cut out a purple tone flower this time. So you need to watch me cut one more time. And I did the purple on this one because I thought against the orange and petal pink tones that this would really stand out, and it does. I wish I could hear you guys on the other end and make one of you guys sing while I was doing this, because I can't sing. So again, I'm just stirring. I think too, when I have my girls in my local classes fussy cut like this, I sometimes get the evil eye from some of them. Some of them hate to cut. And you've heard me say before how I find it so relaxing. Okay, we're up to that little tiny blossom on the end, or bud. And I've got 2 more of those on the other end. But you guys, you know what? I just got a new machine for Christmas. It was my Christmas gift. I bought myself a Brother Scan and Cut. I can actually take a sheet of designer paper like this and have the machine cut it out for me. What did I try? Oh, I tried it out with the gnome designer paper that we had in our last catalog. I cut out a whole bunch of mushrooms. It's cheating. But hey, it works. Especially if I have to get ready for a class, I think the girls would appreciate that I can cut the designer paper for them. Okay, just got to go around this one. Okay, I got to move this so I can see where I'm going. Okay, there we go. Now this one I'm going to glue with dimensionals. And I'm going to use up the edges of my sheet. I'm sure you guys all do that. We don't waste any of these. If somebody snoops underneath to see what these look like, I think I would slap them. Okay, this is going to go right here. And then I'm going to glue this little strip just in the middle. 1/2 inch strip. I better make sure this opens on the right end. I'm going to put this right about there. And then, where's my ribbon? I lost my, oh, it's right here. Okay, now what I'm going to do, I know the ribbon's going to go right in the middle. So I'm going to add a couple strips of glue. And I need to cut at an angle. I'm going to lay this down. Let me see, I'm going to go this way. And then I'm just going to curve that over. Lay it right here. And then all I got left is the sentiment. And that's my 2 cards for tonight, featuring, what's it called again? Favored Flowers designer paper that you can earn for free starting tomorrow. It's going to go right there. So there's my card. Let me bring the other 2 in. So I'll draw a name tomorrow for anybody on Facebook that's watching and commented. And I will see you again next week, next Wednesday, and I will be featuring, let me see what the name of this one is. It's the one with the barn animals. I'm gonna come over and get it. I'm going to be featuring a day at the farm celebration designer paper. I love this paper because it has all of these. You can see where I cut out some of the animals, some of the trees. You're going to see I cut out a little barn. You're going to see all that next week. So stay tuned. Same time, same place. Thanks for joining me, and I hope you liked today's cards. Have a good week, everyone. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.